A decade in review. It always starts with praise and family, but we had a connected family and then disconnected family. But then God gave us good news. And after coming through being undocumented for so long, the first half of the decade came with the blessing of free wings. And with that came a connectivity to a sisterhood that I had never seen before. From my best friends from childhood into those who I've met along the way who have just been grafted in to my heart. I say thank you to the decade. From the sisterhood from Bolivia to Panama and Costa Rica to the states within the United States to New Birth, to those who came to mentor and to teach, and for me to teach, and then for the cycle to go over again. I am grateful for the decade. I've learned to forgive, to change, to make decisions, to be a change agent. And so then the wings allowed me to fly. I have celebrated and connected with my heritage. I have walked on the streets where Paul walked. I have sat in canyons. I have traveled. I have served. I have been able to also grieve the loss of too many to count, from my father to my aunt, my grandmother, my uncle, my mentor. Those deaths hurt. But as I sat and contemplated, right there in my counselor's office, I learned that simultaneously life evolves and recreates. And so with the deaths came new beginnings and joy and birthdays and babies and weddings and graduations and milestones that we have all worked hard for and prayed through. From jobs and connectivities to people who God Himself has placed in my life to bring me along the journey. But not only with that, for my children to be able to see this happening was just amazing. From victories to breaking barriers, and even in the grief, we still celebrate life. Through illnesses which tried to take our lives, we still lived. So one thing that I learned is that in order to live, you have to be able to live in duplication of experiences at the same time. Knowing that your ancestors were able to do the very same thing. Knowing that they, no matter what their status is, whether it's movie stars or right down to the person who sweeps and dusts your doors. Even to very animals can teach you the power of striving to do your best. I am grateful for the platform and for the push into this walk that I am in right now. And I am still learning the power of humility and preparation and friendship and foundations and building blocks and having a teachable spirit, but letting creativity strive to do its best through you. We are all part of a great family, and whether it's through blood or acceptance or invitation, we all carry the same yearning within our veins to be able to impact and expose the very gifting that we have. But better yet, no matter whether your wings are clipped for now, for 20 years, or for a moment, the moment that those wings are let loose, go and experience all of life, and teach life the lessons you learned. What I learned in 2019 is that I am not alone. So I will see you in 2020.